Prabhuji.
Very, very good to see you all here in this association. So we'll do the prayer, quick prayer, and then we can. Nagendra Kanya, do you want to sing after the prayer or before prayer?
Before prayer.
Okay, you go ahead and sing the Jai Radha Madhav, then we'll do the prayer. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Dandavat pranam to everyone.
Thank you.
Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Vihari, Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Vihari, Jaya Gopi Janavallabha, Girivaradari, Jaya Gopi Janavallabha, Girivaradari, Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana, Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana, Yamuna Tira Vanachari, Yamuna Tira Vanachari, Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Vihari, Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Vihari, Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana, Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana, Yamuna Tira Vanachari, Yamuna Tira Vanachari, Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Vihari, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Jagannath. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Nagendra Kanya, very nice.
Beautiful. Gana Kokila.
Not that much of Hare Krishna.
Wonderful. Beautiful.
Hare Krishna. So we'll do the quick prayer. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Usvancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So when we do these prayers, you also start doing it along with us in the mute itself. So that way, over a period of time, see, if sometimes Krishna may ask when we go to Krishna, it's like, can you recite one shloka, at least one mantra? Then, we know all these mantras, So, any mantra has a full of potency. So, all our goal is just recite every day and automatically we get the, these mantras. And also start making a notes of the important shlokas. Then you start stick in your house where you stay more, and you can recite the shlokas every day. One day we all get at least a couple of shlokas. So try to, do this way. This is the best practice, And at least, when we do the face-to-face with the Yamadhar Maharaj, and then at least we can recite this one of the shloka, Hey, I learned this shloka. Then Yamadhar was like, okay, he bows down to us. So these mantras are very powerful. Don't underestimate it. Very potency, all these mantras, all right? So let's practice that way, and we get the memorized. All right. Now question for you all. We are in the 4th chapter, and the last class we studied about the yajna, and we discussed about what is the results of the yajna. Number 2, and how the knowledge can be received. 3rd one, and what are the benefits of the knowledge? By getting the knowledge, what are the benefits? Otherwise, why do we need this knowledge? Right? So now questions to you all. When we perform the yajna, what are the results of the yajna? One benefit, you tell me one benefit, and give the opportunity to others. What
Removal of sins. Removal of sins.
Perfect. We remove the sins. Yajna will remove the sins. Anyone else?
We are one step ahead towards Bhagavan, Prabhuji, Lord.
So one step towards, yes, that is good. Because of this yajna, when we do this yajna spiritually, with a spiritual consciousness.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Anyone, anything else?
Gain knowledge. Purify soul.
Gain knowledge. Perfect, Sugnakar. Gaining the knowledge. Yajna will give us the knowledge. If the yajna is not giving the knowledge, that means we are not doing the proper yajnas. See, we do that. We discuss some of the examples also. Every year people do that, for example, I always remember only Satyanarayana Vrata. So that Satyanarayana Vrata, that name itself has a complete significance in it. People do that every year, and many people do that every month also. But still, the consciousness is like same. That means we are not doing the properly. So the yajna will give us the knowledge. Because when we do in a right consciousness, then the sins will go away. When the sins are removed, then there is a scope of getting the knowledge. Alright? And any another benefit by doing the yajna?
Purify your soul. Purify soul.
Purify soul. Perfect. Yes, Sri Sundari Mataji.
If someone performs yajna, so all the destroyed, and sometimes person attains spiritual.
And
in Sloka 32, we are very clearly, you will become the liberator in this way. Yeah, he has spoken the purpose of yajna.
Right. So now there is no happiness also. These are the 4 things. Remember these 4 things. Sins will be removed. We attain the knowledge, and we go one step closer to Krishna, and will become happy.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes.
If we perform the yajnas, that yajna phalam, it goes to all devatas and the Krishna. And because of the yajnas, if we perform the yajnas, the sacrifice will, all devatas, they accept that one, and they give rain and all. Because of that rain, and they grow the grains, and I don't know how to explain.
Yeah, we got it. So in a third chapter, purification. So this question, this is the question we discussed in the last class, 3rd chapter. Krishna created 3 things in the beginning of this creation. Anyone remember what are those three? In the third chapter, in one of the shloka, he spoke these three things. Question for you all.
Service, mode of service.
No, three things he created it. Three kinds of people.
3 kinds of people?
Yeah. That Nagendra Kane just mentioned it.
Devarunam, Pitrudunam, Devatarunam, Pitrurunam,
So
and
he created the Devatas.
Pitrus.
Before this creation, he created the humans. Along with them, he created one more.
Nature.
Pitru,
No.
Bautika.
We are discussing this topic, just that one.
Pitru Devata.
No.
Dem,
He created the Devatas, he created the humans.
demons.
Along with them, he created one more.
Demon.
The whole topic is, we are discussing only that only.
Demons.
Yajnas.
Yajna. Yajna. Why he created Yajna?
To
These are the
purify.
points. Remember these points. Very straight point. Yes, Ramesh Prabhuji, you are speaking something?
Tabas.
Yajna, he created a yajna for a cooperation. He said in the third chapter, he said in one of the shloka, I think 10th shloka, he said that. I created the Devatas and the humans, along with them the yajna. By this yajna, you both live cooperatively. Because of humans have to perform yajna. And when the yajnas are performed, to perform this yajna, Krishna had given the cycle of yajna also. Because before yajna comes from the prescribed duties. When we do the prescribed duties, then we do the yajna. And these prescribed duties are mentioned in the Shastra. And the Shastra came from Krishna. And when we do this yajna, rains come. And we all eat and, survive ourselves. Right? That is the cycle of yajna. Isn't it? So, we depend. Every living entity depend on the food. Food come from the rain. Rain come from the yajna. Yajna come from the prescribed duties. And the prescribed duties are mentioned in the Vedas. And the Vedas came from Krishna. So ultimately we are depending on Krishna. So when we do in the right consciousness all these yajnas, Krishna is stating in the 4th chapter, we will be out of the sin. First benefit. Second benefit, we get the knowledge. Knowledge also as a built-in package. And the third is we'll become happy. And all these yajnas should be performed with the spiritual consciousness, not material consciousness. When we do the material consciousness, we don't get the knowledge. We don't remove the sins. We only get the punya. Yes, Lakshmi Mataji.
Prabhuji, here is one doubt. If we are doing it materially means like a ritual knowledge.
Ritual means okay, I have a problem. Someone says that when you have this problem, do this yajna. So we do and perform that yajna, then we'll be out of that problem only. Right? So for that also we don't get any. No, because ultimately Krishna says that ye yatamam prapadyante 4.9. He speaks that ye yatamam prapadyante tams tataiva bhajamyaham. Whatever the way you do it, and I will reward you accordingly. Means if I wanted for a material gain, right? Let's say I wanted to get the promotion in the job, and I do some kind of yajna. Then ultimately, what am I going to get it? I am going to get the promotion only. Even if I get, I don't know. It's not guaranteed that I'll be getting the promotion. But even if I get it, I'll get only the promotion. that is the what we asked it, right? That is what we asked for, and that is what Krishna gives us. But when we do this yajna with the right conscience, what is the right conscience? For the pleasure of the Lord.
Oh.
That is the Sattva Guna Yajna. See, again this Yajna, we studied in the previously, the 18th chapter and there, right? Yajna in Sattva Guna, Yajna in Rajoguna, and Yajna in Tamoguna. So Rajoguna Yajna means always benefits, for my benefit. Sattva Guna Yajna means for the sake of others, for the pleasure of the Lord. Right? So there is the difference again. So depending on our consciousness, we achieve the results. But in a regular context, if we speak, by performing yajna, the sins will be removed and the knowledge will be acquired. We become happy. But some people say that, oh yeah, if I don't perform the yajna, what do I do? See, many people, even they don't believe the God, but they do all these yajnas. They perform their home. Because we know them. Many scientists also do that. But for the sake of the philosophy, they speak that. So Krishna says that without the yajna, no one will become happy. And in the shloka 37, 37? No, not 37. So 31. Fourth chapter 31, he clearly says that if you don't perform a yajna, you will not become happy. You never become happy this life or next life. And now the question for you all. Now we know the yajna and the yajna benefits. How many types of yajnas do you think? How many ways we can do that? Yajnas. One with body. We do some yajnas with the body, right?
Mind, mantra meditation,
and words. Manasa, vacha, and even
5 types.
What?
What's the third one?
What are the 5 types?
What's the third one?
Manasa. One minute.
What?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Pranams,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna Siddhi Mataji. Yes, ma'am.
Shall I try, Prabhuji?
Yeah.
I am in the middle of class. Manisha Yajna, Deva Yajna, Pitru Yajna, Pashu Pakshi Yajna, and Rishi Yajna.
Right, they are the runas. We indebted to the 5 types of people. We indebted. Every person have to do these 5 yajnas. If he is not in a bhakti.
Yes, Prabhu.
A devotee need not to do this, pure devotee. But we are not
Yes,
pure.
Prabhuji. Only Harinama Yajna, that is enough for a
So
devotee.
now we are doing the Harinama Yajna.
Yeah, daily we are doing that. 16
Krishna
rounds
says
chanting.
that Japanam, Yajnanam Japa Yajñosmi. I am
Yes.
Japa Yajna. So we are we are taking up the Japa Yajna. But if you don't do this Japa Yajna, you have to do the 5, you have to please, you have to, pay back 5 people. That we know, Deva Runa. We indebted to the Devatas. And we indebted to the Pitru, Mata Pita. And we indebted to the Rishis. And we indebted to the other living entities. And we indebted to the Atiti. So these are the 5 yajnas we have to mandatory. You can't escape these 5 yajnas. We have to perform them. Alright? But now, this Krishna is explaining that we do some yajnas with the body, some yajnas with the words, some yajnas with the mind. Alright? So, 3 ways. With the body means karma. What do we do with the body? We do with all the activities. So we do we go to the forest and we bring the flowers. Now we go to the supermarket, we bring the groceries. So with the body also, for the pleasure of the Lord, because we wanted to cook for the Lord, and we use this body, right? So that kind of also considered as a yajna with body. All right, now next question. So we know that when we do the yajna, we attain the knowledge. How are we going to attain that knowledge?
By bona fide master.
Bona fide spiritual master. Perfect. Thank you, Sugnaka. So bona fide spiritual master. Is that bona fide spiritual master like I can go like, hey, give me this knowledge? Is that way? What is the mood? What is the mood to acquire the knowledge from the bona fide spiritual master? There is a mood, right? Proper way we have to approach it. There are the two ways at least.
Completely faith.
Humbleness.
Humbly. We ask, we question them with the humble mood. Because with the submissive mood.
Very,
Right.
very submissively. So this is the best way.
Yeah, submissive.
Submissive.
And one more. There's one more.
Full surrender, render services seva.
Service.
And then inquire from him.
Submissive and service.
Service.
So with this mood, we have to approach the Guru. And when the Guru gives that knowledge, right? And we know all the benefits of the knowledge. What are the benefits of the knowledge? There are the benefits of the yajna was there. Now the benefits of knowledge. Let's see.
Would lead you towards bhakti and devotion.
Right. So number one, we don't get into the illusion. You agree or not? When you have a right knowledge and from the right source, we don't bewilder ourselves, right? No illusion.
Right.
We are protected from Maya. All right. Next. What is the next one?
If a person is the most sinful of all sinners, that person will be able to cross the ocean of miseries. He will be able to attain perfection.
Sattva-guna.
Right. In a general words, we know that sins will be destroyed. Yes, sins will be destroyed. No sins. Because of even knowledge also, that's why there is a Jnana Yogis, right? Jnana Yogis acquiring this knowledge, they purify themselves from all the sins. See, the knowledge will purify the sins, and even the yajna means karma yoga, right? And a karma yoga also, purify us, removes the sins. Then we speak always the bhakti yoga also. Bhakti also removes the sins. Anyone can tell me what is the difference removing from every level? See, then if jnana removes the sins, why would I have to perform the bhakti? When the karma yoga removes the sins, why I need a bhakti? Anyone?
Bhakti is the ladder up to get salvation and go to Godhead ultimately.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat.
Hare Krishna.
I think bhakti, outside of being the topmost, those are the words that are used, I think it's also the easiest path in the Kali Yuga to purify your soul.
Thank you, Mataji. So, do you want me to explain that part? Why? Karma Yoga, sins are gone. Jnana Yoga, sins are gone. Bhakti Yoga also, sins are gone. But there is a subtle, some more is there in a bhakti. Are you ready? All right. I will explain it. So, Jnana Yoga removes the sin. Right? And again, there is a tendency to do that sin again. When opportunity comes, we may do the sin again. Even a Karma Yoga also, we remove the sin, but again we have a tendency to, do the sinful activity again. because the tendency is there. And the Bhakti Yoga, when we do Bhakti Yoga, that tendency also removed. Means the sin will be removed from the bija and the kuta also. Even the seed, because the seed also will be removed. When everything, the roots, everything is removed, then it will not grow again. Like when we cut the tree, what happens? The tree may grow again because the roots are there. Isn't it? Is it clear? So if it's not clear, let me know. So the roots are there. As long as the roots are there, then there is the chances of growing the tree back again. We have seen many times. When you cut the tree, again tree can come out. But when we do the bhakti, the tree will be uprooted with the roots also. Nothing will be there. When there is nothing is there, then there is no tendency. Perfect, pure state give us the bhakti. Remember this. This is very important to know the differences. Otherwise, we'll be like, yeah, everything is that. You know? So bhakti removes from the bija and the kuta stage also. But other processes will remove only the sin. But still, we have a tendencies are there in the heart. Is it clear, Mataji?
So
Or
the bhakti is the most significant and purified, that removes all the roots of the sins, and then you will not go back.
that's why it says that bija, kuta means with the roots. Bija, even there will not be any seed also. Even there is a one seed there, and the plant can come, new plant can come. Right? So that's why bhakti removes from the completely. That is what the difference is. All right. Now, are you ready for one more question? And when this knowledge gives the pure vision also. When we have a knowledgeable person, the way he sees things with a proper vision. We don't just, like hear and follow it blindly. There is no blind process following it. Because we have the knowledge. We know that what Krishna is speaking in Bhagavad Gita. Based on we apply the knowledge and our vision will be pure. Isn't it? That is the benefit of knowledge. So the one benefit is no illusion. Second benefit is the vision, our vision. And the third is sins destroyed. And it becomes the pure, slowly, after getting so much knowledge, then finally we become a pure. It takes a lengthy process. The jnana is always a lengthy process. Bhakti is the quicker process, as we discussed it. All right. Now the question, one more. Who do you think, what kind of people get this knowledge? Who are qualified to get this knowledge? Who are not qualified to get this knowledge? Who can attain this knowledge?
Arthi, Ardharthi, Gnani, Jignashu.
No, that is what Krishna says, therefore come to me. But there is a proper, like a qualification to get this knowledge. Who can get this knowledge? First thing is, every process in a bhakti or knowledge, there is one thing is common. What is that?
Sukruti, Prabhu.
Sattva motivation.
Very
Sukruti.
beginning one. One more. Keep going. Front
Desire,
side up.
ruchi.
Ruchi, desire. Okay, desire. Then
Motivation.
after desire.
Inquisitive.
Yeah, that is closer. Okay,
Faith.
faith. That's the right one. We have to have a faith in the scriptures. Faith in the people who are speaking it. If we don't have this, the faith, then, like Shraddha. It says like a Shraddha. So the Shraddha needs to be there.
Consistency.
Right. So then faith should be there. And after the faith, once let's say I have a faith, then what is the next one?
Pursue.
Dedication, pursue. We have to have a dedication to, otherwise, okay, I have a faith, I sleep, I have a faith, I don't attend the class, I have a faith, I don't, read the books, then where do we get it? So we have to pursue. Alright, so, and one more is, and we regulate. Why we regulate our habits? To control the senses. So the third thing is sense control. We have to have the sense control. Because 10 to 11, many people may be watching the beautiful, episodes in the TV. Or many people are, enjoying, speaking. Right? So that's why we, some or other, we do the time pass. Today in one of the class I am hearing it, and he says that whatever we do, it is a time pass. Whatever Krishna do, it is a pastime. It will be like a reverse. We do the time pass, and Krishna do the pastimes. Ours, we cannot say that, oh, I am doing the pastime.
Right.
We don't do the pastime. We always try to do the time pass only, somewhere or other.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes,
I know that time pass is an expression that you use in India a lot. I've heard about this, and it's used in different contexts. Can you just give me a little bit context? Because what I think in my American
the time
brain,
pass is like just to entertain ourselves. We do, we watch the movie. I'm boring. And people go play some video games. Boring. And people do some cooking. Because that is also time pass. And people pick up the phone and call someone because they get bored. And they want to call someone. It's all, they're just passing the time. That's all. The whole day, the goal of theirs is, how good, they wanted to pass the time. But actually, Prabhupada said completely opposite to it. If you have a time, please chant. So we have to chant. When we chant, there is no time pass. Instead of calling someone, instead of watching something, instead of doing something, and a chit chat and a gossiping, everything is a time pass activity. People get some juice out of it, but they don't realize that there are the consequences out of it also. Because of all these time pass activities, even the animals, dogs also do the same thing, na? Then Krishna says, why you need this body? You don't need the human body just to do the time pass. For the time pass, we call someone, right? Dogs also bark, freely. And they go to the other dog and all that, This is all time pass only. And Krishna says that, is this person, end of our life, he says that, is this person really spending the time, the utilizing way? Because this human body purpose is different. Purpose is to serve the Krishna. But if we are spending somewhere, like a Pralambasura or Denuka, maybe some of them you are not aware of that. What is that Denuka? Then you all start laughing at it. When you say that, I have so many responsibilities, without me, my family cannot survive, I have to cook, I have to do everything for them, I have to iron the clothes, like Nagendra Kanya is ironing my clothes. So, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do that, otherwise they cannot survive it. This is called the Denuka quality. Denuka means the donkey. What does the donkey do? It takes all the burden on just for a little food, little grass, and it carries so much load on them. We don't need to. Everyone has their capacity. Everyone has. But what is our job? We have to make them to use their bodies, their minds, and their words also in the right way. That is what the purpose of this body is. We have kids. We have to utilize them. We have to educate them in such a way that they also can practice the same as us. They can use their body, their mind and their words in the service of the Lord. This is all our job is. But instead of this job, we do every other job. So it is a Denuka. And only Guru will remove this Denuka concept. Otherwise, no one can. And Pralamba is, we dress him differently and we behave differently. It is a Pralamba. Because to achieve something, we dress differently. Right? To get to meet the like president, they take the bouquet, but they have inside some agenda. Some people, they throw the party, and the inside they have their own agenda. So it is like Pralamba concept, right? So to attain the knowledge, you have to have a faith, you have to have a dedication, and you have to have a sense control. These three things are definitely needed. And now, the beautiful thing is, who cannot attain this knowledge? Now question for you. A couple of them are opposite to this, what we discussed it. What is the first one? Who
Knowledge. Vision.
Faith. First one says that if you have a faith, then only you attain the knowledge. But who cannot attain means? The one who have no faith. Opposite to that. If you have no faith in scriptures, you're never going to attain this.
Right.
What is the next one? That means faithless person never attain this knowledge. Number one.
Dedication.
Number two, the dedication. There is no dedication. Right? No dedication means he is ignorant. He is not focusing on even his studies. Why? He is not focusing, he is supposed to cook, but he is not focusing on cooking. What?
Tamoguna.
It is ignorance, tamoguna. In a tamoguna, they don't have that dedication. They always depend, someone will give the, timely.
Sluggish, tired.
Right. And now,
Sleepy.
there is one dangerous person is there.
Right.
One dangerous person. He cannot attain that knowledge. And Krishna says clearly, even ignorant can one day become a jnani. But there is one person is there, that person is samshayatma, doubtful person.
Samshaya.
Doubtful. He has a knowledge, he has a faith, but still he doubts himself. Do you think this process of chanting Hare Krishna will take me to the Godhead? Then we get the doubt. And do you think this is a really bhakti? You think I am going to reach it? You know it is a bhakti will take us. We know that bhakti can, uproot all the sins. We know everything, but still we doubt. Right? So this doubtful soul is very dangerous. Even we should not associate with this doubtful person. If anyone is creating a doubt in you, this is the best thing, you just avoid that association. Whoever he may be. No, don't take their association. Because of doubtfuls are very dangerous. And doubtful people never be happy in this life, even the next life also, or in this world or next world also. Because the doubt make them to suffer a lot. And not only them, they influence others also.
How to identify them, Prabhuji?
No, they always speak, you think, you are going there, then they are good people. You know that they are good people. And you know that, they can help you. But still, someone raises a doubt. Little, I saw that one of the advertisement, Laddu Kavala Naina. So they'll give you little bit doubt in your mind. That question mark comes, right? Then you start seeing that person with this question mark always, because you don't trust from there.
No, Prabhuji, there can be
we can also we are also misled that he is in ignorance. Can we? Because we are in starting stage of bhakti, and how can we find out that he is a doubtful person? Maybe we can think that he may be in ignorance.
You are going to the temple.
Okay.
Are you really going to the temple? Be careful of that. Then even if you go to the temple, you start focusing on that only. Because he said that, careful of that, careful of that. You know what happened one time? I think one of the Indra came to one of the Rishi. I forgot his name. He's a great famous sage. And he was doing, Indra is always doubtful, right? Indra got the doubt about that sage. He may occupy his position. And what he did, he went to his ashram. He said, I'm keeping this, a sword. Indra had a sword, the khadgam. And he kept there. And I'm going on some mission. Please take care of this. And since then, this sage started, cleaning that sword. Slowly, he started cleaning it and keeping inside and outside, cleaning it. One day, then he's holding it and he's roaming in the forest. And if any animals come, he's killing with that,
sword.
With that sword. So, because of that doubt, because Indra kept it there, because you know that. And one time, I think another sage also, he says that, what was the mantra? He gave, he has a disciple, alright? One Shishya is there, disciple. And this disciple is cunning disciple. He wanted to get that mantra. All his purpose is he wanted to come to know that. He wanted to know that mantra from the Guru. Then he can become powerful. So he served the Guru so nicely, and the Guru was really happy. Then he gave him the mantra. As soon as he got the mantra, then he started behaving that, I am the champion now. And he is going to plan to kill the Guru also. Then after hearing from the disciple, the Guru said that, hey, I forgot one thing. I forgot to tell you one thing. Then the disciple asked, what is that? When you are reciting this mantra, don't remember the monkey. So he said,
remembering only monkey.
And as soon as he sits to recite the mantra, he remembers the monkey only. So this is what happens, the doubt is.
I have a question, Papa.
Yes, Mataji.
Sorry for interrupting. What if, because, sometimes people say things and they're not mindful when things are coming out of their mouth. And I genuinely don't think that all the time it's intentional. It's just because maybe they don't know who you are or where you're coming from. Because I've had people say things to me since I started, like devotees, that made me have some doubts for a little while, but I really genuinely in my heart of hearts do not believe that some of them were being intentional. If they maybe not mindful, but definitely not intentional. You know what I mean? And
right.
So I decided to push that aside and continue on the path because, there's a bigger picture, and the bigger picture of everything when you get past the petty distractions of people just being people, right? Yeah. There's a teaching that you can't ignore. So, what if the person didn't mean to inject the doubt? That was not their intention.
Yeah, but we will be afflicted by that, right? So, but we have to make sure. Yes, taking the input is not a problem, but you should not become like that. You should not become the doubt itself. See, the many people have their own experiences, right? With some person, they have a bad experience. And you feel like, oh, be careful of that person. Then you start seeing that only. But that person is so nice to you, right? This happens many times. So others may have a doubted, but you have a good experience and you know how to deal with that person, how to do the activities with them, and you are comfortable with him. But if the doubt which they raised it is not necessarily it is going to happen to us also, right? Even Ravana was there. Ravana was a demon. We all know that. But there are the people, the demons, they pray Ravana also. Because he is a god for some of them. Because he protected them. He took care of them very well. And because of my doubt, if they think that way, then we are ignorant. So we have to have that, like a balancing ways. See, even people doubt it, but that is not, like we are doubtful. But when based on their doubts, their experiences, if we become a doubtful, then that is what Krishna is speaking here. Dealing with the people, always there are the doubts comes in. But we have to handle them properly. If we cannot handle it, and instead we become a doubtful person, then we will struggle, not them. They just explain their experience. But we don't have to see always through that experience only. Because that experience may be happened at that particular incident or particular situation. Right? It's not necessarily like it's going to happen all the time. No person is a good all the time. No person is bad all the time. Right? So depending on event or incident or occasion, some bad things happen. Even if while we do it, while carrying the water, we have broken so many glasses. It doesn't mean like I always break the glasses. Right? So we have to analyze those situations. But some people, they take one incident, they always see through that incident. So no matter how good they do it, you can't understand them because you are always doubtful. And even he gives that the best knowledge because you are doubtful. It can't go inside. That's why he says that faith is important. So the faith is important. Doubt is like just to tackle the situation. Doubt is always good only because of even to establish an organization, people doubt it. What is the ratio of the loss or the profit and loss? We always do it. What is good? What is bad? What is the worst thing is going to happen? They make all these measurements. So for taking the measurement, it is fine. But if you have a doubt, you can't even start your startup, right? Mm-hmm. And we have a doubt on our business, we can't even start it. Because I'm doubtful, I can't even start it. But the doubt, we raise the doubt, what if after investing $1 million, what if it goes bad? How do I get this money? So that is not considered as a doubt. Doubt means it's like dragging away from the path also. That kind of doubts Krishna is not recommending it. Is that clear, Mataji? So, but we should not become a doubt based on the other person experience or other person's mood. Then finally, that's why Krishna says that Arjuna, so just get up and do it. And he started the 5th chapter. After this, now Arjuna's dilemma again started. So with all this, because Krishna says that with the knowledge, with the yajna, you get the knowledge. And you become a purification. And you get the knowledge. Then Krishna says, like, you do your job again. At the last shloka, Krishna says, so Arjuna, get up and fight. Then Arjuna is thinking, like, you told me the knowledge, yajna means the ultimate knowledge, and the knowledge has so many benefits. Why are you asking me to kill the people again? Because he got the confusion again. Because still Arjuna was not clear. Actually, from 2nd chapter to 3rd chapter also, 3rd chapter started with the same doubt. If you think knowledge is better, third chapter, I am talking about the third chapter. He says that if you think knowledge is better, why are you engaging me in this ghastly warfare? Third chapter, he started with that. Again, here also, fifth chapter, he starts like that. Now, the Krishna answer in the third chapter is different, and the Krishna answer in the fifth chapter is different. Question is same. How can we take it? Question is same. Same question. Because there Arjuna is thinking knowledge is the best superior. And the war will give the end of this all the sin only.
Prabhuji, the situation is different. That's why the answer is different.
But no,
In
the
third
situation
chapter,
is same.
the situation is different, and the fifth chapter is...
No, the same. The situation is same because he is understanding the same thing. Knowledge is superior because by this knowledge you have so many benefits. And he is asking like, get up and fight. The last sloka Krishna says like Arjuna, so get up and fight. Then again the same situation because of the fighting only. Because now Krishna goes a little bit deeper. In the first third chapter, Krishna told the answer is, Arjuna, there are the two processes. The two processes are different. One is the Jnana Yoga, one is the Bhakti Yoga, means Karma Yoga. Jnana Yoga and Bhakti Yoga are Karma Yoga, right? So, these two are the different things. People follow these two different paths. Okay? Now, in this chapter, Krishna says these two are same. That is the difference. Why he says it's same? Anyone can guess it? Why is it same? Why Krishna is saying that here is the same? Because previously he said like the two are different. So Jnana Yoga, our understanding also different. Same, right? Jnana Yoga is different and Bhakti Yoga is different.
So in the fifth chapter, he said same. Wow.
He said the answer is different. Krishna says like it's same.
Bhakti can also come from, Jnanam can also come from Bhakti.
Right. So getting closer. So, why Krishna says both are same is Jnana Yoga result. Here Krishna is speaking about the result of these yogas. Krishna speaking, the result of Jnana Yoga is detachment from the material world. Why they are doing this Jnana Yoga? They wanted to detach. Right? And Karma Yoga, what is the purpose of Karma Yoga? Karma Yoga also detach. So Krishna says like in a way they both are same. Depending on the level, Krishna is speaking these two. Because now Arjuna can understand it. Ultimately, what is the Bhakti Yoga then? If the Bhakti Yoga also detachment happens. Now again question. In the sin level, we compared three paths, right? Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga and Bhakti Yoga. And now, here also we have to go see this. Result of the Jnana Yoga is detachment from the material world.
Yes.
Result of Karma Yoga is also detachment from the material world. And Bhakti Yoga also
Detachment.
Then what is the benefit of this Bhakti Yoga?
Ultimate devotion to God and destiny, eternal love for God.
I'm just expecting one word, only
Moksha.
one
Moksha.
word. Moksha. No, even the Jnana Yoga also gives the moksha.
Again, there is a chance of attachment in Jnana Yoga and Karma Yoga. But you said no, Prabhuji, in Bhakti Yoga, it removes from the root. But in Jnana Yoga and Karma Yoga, there is a chance of, there is a chance of attachments.
Wonderful analysis. That is That is correct.
Bhakti Yoga gets you attached to Lord Krishna.
This is ultimately the Bhakti Yoga gives attachment to Krishna. But here that attachment, there is a possibility. See, this is wonderful. When we brainstorm it, when they think deeper, we understand the better. That's the whole purpose of it.
So both of them leading at liberation.
No, the Karma Yoga, they leave the liberation, but there is no attachment. Because of, as like Lakshmi Mataji said, we detached it. But any point, we may go back. Actually, see, for example, I am holding my phone, right? If I want to detach from the phone, I can put it back here. Then my phone is down, but my hands are empty. But I have a tendency of holding something, right? I may pick up the tab this time. Instead of the phone, I may pick up the tab. That means my attachment anytime can go back because we are empty-handed. But instead of that, I, drop the phone, and this is the guard, like the bell, ringing the bell. If I keep the bell in my hand, so then I am already engaging it. There is no chances of going back because I am already attached to Krishna. So Bhakti Yoga gives detachment from material world and attachment to Krishna. And Jnana Yoga gives only detachment from material world. Karma Yoga gives only detachment from material world. This is the difference. Since Bhakti Yoga is a superior, why? Because of it gives attachment, the default attachment also there. When we attach it to Krishna, there is no question of going attachment to something else or again. So this Jnana Yoga is practice based on the detachment. But Bhakti Yogi practices based on the attachment. Because he wanted to attach to Krishna. That's why this process is so easy. When we attach it to Krishna, in a second chapter, Krishna said that Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehina, 259. Second chapter, 59th shloka. Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehina rasavarjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate. When you get the higher taste, when you attach it to Krishna, you have a good taste there. And that attachment, because of that attachment, we never go back and attach it to something else. But in the Jnana Yoga, detachment is very difficult, right? See, we wanted to get rid of some relationship from our life. We say that I don't want to talk to him. But actually, internally, you speak many times than this one time to speaking when we meet them. Because this is the detachment. Detachment creates so much attachment actually. It's like, I don't want to see his face. But even when we are alone, his face, we remember his face. That means we are already seeing him. But instead of that detachment, I feel like whatever. Even if he comes there, I say hi and I'll just go. Then you never remember that person again. Right? But when
I thought Karma Yoga is hard. I thought Karma Yoga is harder than Jnana Yoga.
No, Jnana Yoga is harder. Because of Karma Yoga, you do the activities. We go and pick up the flowers. We cook for Krishna, and we do the kirtan, and all this will help us towards Krishna, attachment to Krishna. But Jnana Yoga, you have to sit there. Oh, I am not this body. I am not this cell phone also. I am not this computer also. I am not this mouse also. I am not this also. Then I am not this body. I don't want to cook. But then after 1 hour, they get hungry and they take the bowl and they beg it. So we eat it. So we are still doing the karma actually. Because while eating it, we kill so many insects. And while breathing, while walking, while doing bathing, we kill so many. That means we are already accumulating some karma. So that's why ideal process is more difficult. So this Jnana Yoga is the ideal kind of process, right? Right? Because it's like sitting there and visualizing, like, I am not this body, I don't want to attach it. Actually, we attach more as we meditate on that. Because negative things are more effective than the positive things. That's why sometimes even we tell the kids, like a negative way to attach to the right things. So parent job, whatever we say, we speak negative, kids will hold that too, onto that word only. But on the positive side, you have to put the words as a, because the mentality of the kids. So you have to use the reverse way. Then they attach it to they go right way. So this is I think Sugna Mataji is very good in this one, because she is a psychiatrist and psychologist too. So she can treat the child psychiatrist. Sometimes the children attracted to the negative only, always. If we tell them don't watch it, TV, they always wanted to TV only.
No, they get attached to the object whom they love, which could be a mother, surrogate, anybody who cares.
Yeah. So this is what the 5th chapter started with, that question, and Krishna tell that it is, but still he says that Karma Yoga is better. Why? Because of Karma Yogi has a faults. No one is a perfect. Karma Yogi has a faults, but he is aiming to become a devotee or a sannyasi. Right? That's why Karma Yogi is. But Jnana Yogi, instead of pretending it, he wears the sannyasa saffron dress and he holds the danda, kamandalu and the beads, and inside he has so much attachments to the material things. He's a fake sannyasi.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Krishna is saying that. Well, they both are same, but karma yoga is always superior, better. Why? Because we do the sadhana practice. Because we are trying to become a better. That is what this chapter starts with it, and we'll see the next class. This is also very important, and we can take the questions and comments now. Yes, Shanima.
One more question. So Bhakti has aspects of karma and jnana yoga, right?
Correct. Yes.
Bhakti contains all of it, and the other two are more compartmentalized.
Correct. Because they are the subset only. They are the not complete package. Bhakti has a complete package.
Right.
Bhakti has a package of karma yoga results, package of jnana yoga results, and also more results of the bhakti.
When I did my yoga teacher training, my understanding of all of it was that it all goes together. And so in my mind, it was always going to lead to bhakti, because that's the purpose of doing all of the other stuff anyway.
Correct. And Krishna said that in the 7th chapter. I am a jnana yogi. What is his destination? Krishna says that Bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan mam prapadyate Vasudeva sarvam iti Vasudeva sarvam. So that means until he takes the birth again and again, this lifetime, if he is practicing the jnana, and he will go through that Bahunam Janmanam Ante, he has to take many births, like thousands of births. After that, after practicing this Jnana Yoga thousands of lifetimes, then he finally comes to the conclusion that I am going nowhere. Then he says Vasudeva Sarvam Iti Samatma Sudurlabha. So Vasudeva, the son of Vasudeva is the only my shelter. Then he comes to that conclusion. So Bhagavad Gita, Krishna speaks the final word for Karma Yogis also. What is the shloka for Karma Yogis? Yat karosi yadashnasi yat juhosi dadasi yat tapasyasi kaunteya tat kuruswamadarpanam. Karma Yogi also, until he do everything for Krishna, he will not go there. And a Jnana Yogi, Bahunam Janmanam Ante Jnanavan Prapadyate. And until he comes to that Vasudeva is only my shelter, he will not go there. And even the Dhyana Yogis also, 6th chapter, I don't remember the shloka, don't ask me that shloka, but even there also he says that after taking the number of births, then the Dhyana Yogi also come to the point that he starts serving the Paramatma inside. Then he will approach the Supreme. And the Bhakti Yogi is there anyways. Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam braja. So for the Bhakti Yogi, give up everything and just take the shelter of him.
Now one more doubt, Prabhuji. Now we have come to a conclusion that only he is the ultimate. Now we are all have come to a conclusion. So which stage are we in? Now we are all in which stage?
We are still doing that. We are acquiring some knowledge. We are in the Karma Yoga. Actually, we have to reach to the Nishkama Karma. See, Karma Yoga, in the Karma Yoga, we have some expectations. Not completely. See, now the differences. Now we know that comparing all of them, one more comparison will take it here. So, Karma Yogi has a, he has a little percentage offering to Krishna. But there is a Nishkama Karma, next level. Next level he says that Karmanye vadikaraste, this is the shloka. Karmanye vadikaraste ma paleshu kadachana. When you come to Nishkama Karma, you don't expect the results. You work. See, first we start working and we get the results. That is Karma Kanda. We use our results to our benefit only. It is a Karma Kanda. And next level of this Karma Kanda is Karma Yoga. In the Karma Yoga, what do? We work, we get some benefits, right? We get the salary, and then we start using some percentage of salary for the Krishna, like a 5%. In the Karma Kanda, there is no percent, offering to Krishna. Let's say I make $1,000. Okay, 5% is like $50, right? 5% is how much? 50. Let's say 5%, $50. So first, my salary is $100, $1,000. I am using only for my sake, but I am following the rules and regulations from the Shastra. How best I can use it, how best I can enjoy it, I know that. Okay, that is the first level. Second level is, yes, I am making $1,000 and I wanted to, I made a vow. I wanted to give 5% of my salary to the service of Krishna, for the benefit of Krishna. Then I started giving donation to the Bhagavad Gita, or donation to the events, like Sugna Mataji. Last time she donated for the cart as well as the cooking. So she took care of both sections, right? So it is a yoga, because this is for the service of Krishna. Because every money, every penny went to the service of Krishna. So that means it established a connection. So Karma Yoga, that became, this Karma Kanda became now Karma Yoga, because of I am offering something. And in the next level, same $1,000, I don't use anything for my benefit. I use this for the service of Krishna. Or I go cook for Krishna, and I feed the people the prasadam, So $1,000 itself, but here there is one common thing is there. I am still working. First part also work is there, because why the work? And the second part Karma Yoga also I am working, same job, and the Nishkama Karma also I am working. And now compare with the Bhakti. What is Bhakti then? When it comes to Bhakti, I don't have the same attachment to the work also. I can do one day as a pujari, and one day I can sweep the floor, one day I can clean the floor, mopping the floor, and one day I can clean the bathrooms, and another day I give the class, and another day I can cook. But in the rest of the places, my work is same. because of I still attachment. I love to do this software job, so I'm working. So here, and when compared to this karma, but in a karma, the work and the result, take two components. So karma kanda, we attach it to the work, and we have attachment to the results also. Right?
That means in Nishkama Karma, we can say that he's working already to earn this $1,000 and he's doing extra work also. Can we take in that ways, Prabhuji?
No, so understand this. There are two components.
Not expecting. Karma.
Yes, two components. One is the work, another one is the results of that work. Right? My job, I'm a software engineer, I get the $1,000. Two components, right? So let's take your example. You have a company, factory, and you have a attachment to that factory work, and you get the benefit. Two components. Yes. One is the work, and another one is the results of that work. So in a karma kanda, I tell everyone, I love to do this work. That's why I'm doing it. That means I have an attachment to the work. And also, I have attached to the results also. That is karma kanda. And in the second level, I have attachment to the work. Still the same attachment is there. But the results, attachment to the results, I decreased some percentage. Right? In a karma kanda, I have 100% attachment to the result because all belong to me. Here, this karma yoga means only 95% results to me and 5% for Krishna, right? When it comes to Nishkama Karma, I still have attachment to the work. I still wanted to do the same work. But $1,000 I want to utilize for the Krishna service. So there is no attachment for results. So I detached the results. So Nishkama Karma means attachment to work, detachment from the results. And when it comes to Bhakti, no attachment to work, no attachment to the results. That is called Bhakti. Alright? This is the simple way you all remember it. Is it clear, Mataji? Okay. So these are
Bhakti, you're attached to God, basically.
Right. Because we have it is no matter, I don't care. We don't have any concern. Either you do this work or that work. You see everything as a God. Everything is a bhakti. Everything is for the pleasure of the Lord. Even people who are cleaning the bathrooms, they are also cleaning the bathroom for the pleasure of the Lord only. Because they wanted to keep it clean. But we still have some more attachments. Because when we have attachment, don't think that is the bhakti. See, many people wanted to do the preaching only. Some people wanted to do only book distribution. I don't know. Some people wanted to cook, and no one wanted to take the cleaning bathrooms. Right? No one wanted to take that service, and no one wanted to take the cleaning the shoes, keeping them in the nice way in the rack. No one takes that. But actually, the pujari will get the same benefit as this bathroom cleaner also get the same benefits. When you give the class, you get the same benefits as the people who are working at the shoe rack also get the same benefit. Because Bhakti, in a Bhakti, Krishna doesn't see the discrimination. He never discriminated. This is what happened, right, in Ramayana. Hanuma. When Hanuma said that, get out of my way, the squirrel. And Rama
then one doubt, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, one doubt. Sorry for interrupting. Suppose if the person who wants to preach alone, if he is not interested in cleaning means, then that will not come under bhakti, right?
It is still under we have attachment to that. So it comes under because when you say that bhakti is like no discrimination. You always see the pleasure of the Lord only. Whatever you do it. If you cannot see that, that means we have the different level of bhakti. Like an initial kanishta. At the kanishta level, we see all these things. But at the uttama level, it doesn't matter. Everything is a devotional service. Everything is seva. No discrimination.
suppose if a person thinks that I don't know how to preach and all because I don't have that much knowledge. Instead of that, I will do this bathroom cleaning, washing vessels and other things.
So that is a preaching. Don't think that preaching means only taking the class. When you start doing the best cleaning, you're preaching already. You don't know that. People influenced by you because they see your sincerity. See, people are preaching, taking the class is not a preaching. You all remember this.
Okay.
Bhakti means whatever the skill set you have it. We discussed in the previous also. Whatever the skill set you have it, use in the service of Krishna. Alright?
Yes.
People think that preaching means I take the class. It is not right. You preach through the cleaning. You preach through the worship. You preach through the decorating the deities. You preach through the cleaning the pots. You preach through the the making the garlands. You preach through the pujari. You preach through how nice you blow the conch shell. Everything as a preaching. Don't think that I sit on it and I prepare so much notes and then I preach. No, that is the wrong way. That is paradharma. Paradharma always gives the wrong results. Don't expect right results. Swadharma is unless you are born for that purpose. Because you have a passionate, right? You have a passion to do this. That passion, use the service of the Krishna. Don't try to learn extra passion. This is not the age to learn and we cannot even use it. We mess up. So we have to remember this. Use your skill set. Prabhupada said, utility is principle. What is the utility? Whatever you have it. If I love the kirtan and I want to learn kirtan, I can preach through the kirtan. Forget it. I never learn it and I create lots of problems while doing the kirtan. No, that is not the way. We need to understand right way this subject. Preaching means everything your skill set, whatever strength you have it, use that best way for the service of Krishna. That becomes a preaching. But unfortunately, many of the people understand that preaching means I take the class. That is the knowledge. YouTube also has the knowledge. Even Google has also knowledge. We don't need the extra talk. Alright? Is that clear, Mataji? That is what the preaching is.
Okay.
There are people who does the kirtan. They influences, they motivate, they bring to the bhakti many people than the preacher. Kirtaniyas preach more than the real preacher. They just sing. They just sing for the Lord, right? Because when there is a program from that singer, people attend that, thousands of people attend that. And they get influenced by it. Right? So find out what is your strength. Use that for the best way. When you use the best way, that skill set, it becomes a preaching. You don't have to extra explain them. For explanation, there are lots of things out there. We don't have to become like extra parrots. Yeah. Alright? Any other questions, comments? Thank you so much. If there are no questions, I hope this helps.
It helps a lot.
Savitri Mataji, any questions?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, no questions. It was a lovely class. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Very nice, very nice.
Because we just wanted to get that right understanding it, because this is very important.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Alright. Thank you all.
Very nice.
Yes, Hare Krishna
See you all
Prabhuji.
next week.
Hare Krishna.
Kiran Prabhuji, do you have any questions, comments? Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
No.
Hello, Prabhuji. Do you have any questions, comments, Prabhuji?
No.
yes. All right. Thank you all. See you next week. Hare Krishna.
Well, happy Krishna Janmashtami.
Thank you.
Hare
Happy
Krishna.
Janmashtami to you all. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, can we cancel the kids class today?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you. Thank you.